Hi, I'm Carmen Jessup, your friendly neighborhood librarian, and today I'm here to share with you 10 titles on the high school summer reading list. So let's go ahead and get started. Flamer by Mike Curato. It's the summer between middle school and high school, and Aiden Navarro is away at camp. Everyone's going through changes, but for Aiden, the stakes feel higher. As he navigates friendships, deals with bullies, and spends time with Elias, a boy he can't stop thinking about, he finds himself on a path of self-discovery and acceptance. Award-winning author, artist, and Eagle Scout Mike Curato draws on his own experiences in his debut graphic novel, telling a difficult story, with humor, compassion, and love. It's Flamer by Mike Curato. Girls Who Run the World, 31 CEOs Who Mean Business by Diana Kapp. Calling all future bosses, this is the read for you. Every chapter opens with a Business 101 tip and a cool illustration of the CEO. There are bosses of fashion, food, science, jewelry, accessories, media, apps, tech, just to name a few. And this isn't your regular how-to book. We will learn about their business and how they started, in addition to other cool and interesting facts like their favorite candy, first job, what's on their bucket list, and sprinkled throughout are life tips that are helpful not only for future business leaders or entrepreneurs, but everyone. That's Girls Who Run the World, 31 CEOs Who Mean Business by Diana Kapp. Call Us What We Carry by Amanda Gorman. This book is a message in a bottle. This book is a letter. This book does not let up. The luminous poetry collection by #1 New York Times bestselling author and presidential inaugural poet Amanda Gorman captures a shipwrecked moment in time and transforms it into a lyric of hope and healing. In Call Us What We Carry, Gorman explores history, language, identity, and erasure through an imaginative and intimate collage. Harnessing the collective grief of a global pandemic, these poems shine a light on a moment of reckoning and reveal that Gorman has become our messenger from the past, our voice for the future. This is Call Us What We Carry by Amanda Gorman. Super Fake Love Song by David Yoon. When Sunny Day meets Cyrus So, he can't believe how cool and confident she is. So when Cyrus mistakenly thinks Sunny plays guitar, he kind of, accidentally winds up telling her he's the front man of a rock band. Now there's only one thing to do: fake it till you make it. Before he knows it, Sunny is knee-deep in the lie. He gets his best friends to form a fake band with him and starts dressing like a rock star. But no way can he trick this amazing girl into thinking he's cool, right? To find out, read Super Fake Love Song by David Yoon. You Have a Match by Emma Lord. When Abby signs up for a DNA service, it's mainly to give her friend and secret love interest Leo a nudge. After all, she knows who she is already: avid photographer, injury-prone tree climber, best friend to Leo and Connie. Although ever since the BEI, big embarrassing incident, with Leo, things have been awkward on that front. But she didn't know she's a younger sister. When the DNA service reveals Abby has a secret sister, shimmery-haired Instagram star Savannah Tully, it's hard to believe they're from the same planet, never mind the same parents, especially considering Savannah, queen of green smoothies, is only a year and a half older than Abby herself. The logical course of action? meet up at summer camp, obviously, and figure out why Abby's parents gave Savvy up for adoption. But there are complications. Savvy is a rigid rule follower and total narc. Leo is the camp's co-chef, putting Abby's growing feelings for him on blast. And her parents have a secret that threatens to unravel everything. But part of life is showing up, leaning in, and learning to fit all your awkward pieces together. Because sometimes the hardest things can also be the best ones. Check out You Have a Match by Emma Lord. Notes from a Young Black Chef, a memoir by Kwame Anawachi with Joshua David Stein. Food was Kwame Anawachi's first great love. He connected to cooking via his mother in the family's modest Bronx apartment. From that spark, he launched his own catering company with $20,000 he made selling candy on the subway, after training in the kitchens of some of the most acclaimed restaurants in the country. He faced many challenges on the road to success, including breaking free of a dangerous downward spiral as a result of temptation and easy money, and grappling with just how unwelcoming the world of fine dining can be for people of color. Food phenom Kwame Anawachi tells the incredible story of how ingenuity in the face of adversity enabled a boy born on Long Island and raised in New York City, Nigeria, and Louisiana to become a Top Chef star and the owner of 5 wildly successful restaurants. Check out Notes from a Young Black Chef, a memoir by Kwame Anawachi with Joshua David Stein. Be Not Far From Me, a novel by Mindy McGinnis. The world is not tame. Ashley knows this truth deep in her bones, more at home with trees overhead than a roof. In the forest, Ashley can stay dry in the rain, warm in the cold, and fed in the middle of nowhere. Davy Beat, her childhood crush and summer camp counselor, taught her these things, but he couldn't teach her everything about survival, like how to persevere when Mama left, or how to sleep soundly alone in the trailer when Dad pulled double shifts. So when Ashley goes hiking in the Smokies with her friends for a night of partying, the falling dark and creaking trees are second nature to her. But people are not tame either, and when Ashley catches her boyfriend with another girl, drunken rage sends her running into the night, stopped only by a nasty fall into a ravine. Morning brings the realization that she's alone and far off trail. Lost in undisturbed forest with just the clothes on her back, Ashley must figure out how to survive, putting into practice all the tricks she learned from Davy. But she can't outrun the red streak of infection that's creeping up her leg, or the fear of another truth. 2 years before, Davy's own broken heart sent him into these woods, and he never came out. How can Ashley expect to survive? Award-winning author Mindy McGinnis delivers a compelling and harrowing story about survival and one girl's attempt to endure the impossible. This is Be Not Far From Me, a novel by Mindy McGinnis. Roxy by Neil Shusterman and Jared Shusterman. Above our world is a toxic wonderland where the party has raged for centuries. Humans know the partygoers simply as narcotics, opioids, drugs. But here, they are malevolent gods toying with the fates of mortals. Roxy and Addison have made a wager to see who can be lethal the quickest. Isaac and Ivy Ramsey are their targets. Ivy is understimulated and overmedicated. Isaac is desperate to push past an ankle injury that may jeopardize his chance for a soccer scholarship. They are perfect marks for Roxy and Addison. This is the start of a race to the bottom that will determine life and death. One Ramsey will land on their feet. The other will be lost to the party. The only question is, which one? To find out more, read Roxy by Neil Shusterman and Jared Shusterman. Skip by Molly Mendoza. When Bloom is suddenly flung into another world and meets the exiled but optimistic Gloopy, the two youngsters find in each other a much-needed kindred spirit. But as they skip through dimensions and encounter weeping giants, alligator islands, and topsy-turvy 2D worlds, they find that their greatest challenge will be facing their own fears back home. This is Skip, a graphic novel by Molly Mendoza. Band Book Club by Kim Yoon-suk, Ko Young-ju, and Brian Estrada. It's 1983 during South Korea's Fifth Republic, a military regime that has entrenched its power through censorship, torture, and the murder of protesters. In this charged political climate, a freshman named Kim Yoon-suk seeks refuge in the comfort of books. When the handsome young editor of the school newspaper invites her to his reading group, she expects to talk about Moby Dick, Hamlet, and the Scarlet Letter. Instead, she finds herself hiding in a basement as the youngest member of an underground banned book club. And as Yoon-suk soon discovers, in a totalitarian regime, the delights of discovering great works of illicit literature are quickly overshadowed by fear and violence. In Banned Book Club, Yoon-suk shares her dramatic true story of political strife, fear-mongering, the death of democratic institutions, and the relentless rebellion of reading. It's Banned Book Club by Kim Yoon-suk, Ko Young-ju, and Brian Estrada. Check it out.